expect that when we meet as a church, things must be done in an orderly manner and things must be done decently. And I want to talk about, so where are we? Last week I mentioned it, that when you come to God, where have you come to? When you come to church? Because when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So I'll give about 3 scriptures for you to know where we have come to. Where we have really come to. Where is this church? Where we have come to. So, number 1, go to Obadiah chapter 1, verse 17 and 18. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 17 and 18. The Bible says that, but upon Mount Zion, that's where we have come, shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession. So just by this scripture, you know that we have come upon what? Mountain Zion. And if we have come upon Mount Zion, there shall be 3 major things over here. So every time you appear before God, from this verse alone, there are about 3 things that are going to happen to you. Number 1, you shall have deliverance. How many of you have been delivered by sitting before under the before God before? How many of you have been delivered? Some of us, there are certain addictions that by the time you are out of church, that addiction is gone. Some of you came to church so worried and you are so anxious, but by the time the message came, you feel comforted. Is that right? So whenever we appear before God in Zion, number 1, there shall be what? Deliverance. Number 2, there shall be holiness. After this, sometimes you feel holy after church. Now when you go, there are things that you were doing before, you will not do again. I remember there was this guy, he was a Nigerian, and I used to minister to them. When I go there, so I can see that they are smoking weed, but I will be there. After preaching to them, then I will take their cylinder, go and fetch, go and get them gas. Then I'll buy them curry and what have you. And the guy who was leading them to church wears some rasta, dread. And right after church, he will go to that Presby church over there, but it was all complete, and go and smoke weed. I don't know the message he had one day. We came to church one day. He got home, according to his own testimony, he went to that place to go and smoke the weed again after church. Then something told him, are you a stupid person? Didn't you hear the message the pastor preached? But he had been listening to me more than 1 year before then. And that day, he just dropped the weed. He got home, you know how the devil will do it. Some of his friends had just come fresh from Nigeria. Then they saw him, they threw him 1 stick of cigarette. He held it, broke it into pieces, stepped on it. They said, hey, Emeka, what is happening? He said, from today, I don't change. Put your hands together for the Lord. And today, as I put you now, that guy is an evangelist in Nigeria. If you go on the internet, you will see him. Put your hands together for the Lord. So before God, there shall be what? Holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possession. So there shall be deliverance, there shall be holiness, and you shall now possess your possession. As you look upon the holiness of God, you also begin to walk in what? In holiness. Are you getting my point? For the house of Jacob shall possess their possession. What